But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. Jones going to throw again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. A loss of 2 there, second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 12, Jones looking for Shepard deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Love again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action now. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. On first down, it's Love. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They'll run on first down. Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Caleb Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is
and that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took